One of the items that is driving administrators crazy is the Openstack release cycle. Every 6 months a new release of Openstack is being launched. Let's try to understand a little bit about the Openstack release cycle. So the Openstack Foundation releases a new version every 6 months. And the new version is released at the biannual Openstack Summit. So twice a year there's an Openstack Summit somewhere on the planet. In October 2014 the summit was in Paris and Juno was the resulting Openstack release. In April 2015 the summit was in Vancouver and Kilo was the resulting Openstack release. In October 2015 the summit was in Tokyo, which resulted in the Liberty release. And in April 2016 the summit will be in Austin. It's not known yet what the name will be of the next Openstack release. As you can notice, the names of the releases are taking alphabetical order. So we go from J to K to L. So one thing will be sure, and that is that the Austin version will have a name that is starting with M. Upcoming releases, by the moment this was recorded, are not known yet. Now, how bad is it that every 6 months a new version is released? Well, the early versions of Openstack have seen a very rapid development. Fortunately, in newer versions it has slowed down a little bit. Just in 2010 it started out of 2 companies and many companies have joined since. And many of the core components have evolved very rapidly between the years 2010 and 2014. What we see since 2014, especially since approximately the Juno release, is that developments have slowed down. The core components are doing what they are supposed to be doing, and the functionality of those core components doesn't change that rapid anymore. Which is good news, because that makes it that you can go away for a summer vacation of 2 weeks without missing too much in the dynamic world of Openstack. The distributions are the software releases of Openstack that are created by different vendors, and they tend to follow an earlier release. So even if Liberty at this moment is the current version, many distributions are still on Juno and other distributions are using Kilo, and you might even see some distributions still using the earlier Icehouse. From a distribution perspective, it's not really necessary to follow all of the latest developments in Openstack, because that will make it very hard to manage. But still, you will see that Openstack releases, even if coming from the different distributions, are quite frequent and are occurring much more often than typical operating system releases. So the fact that the distribution is often following an earlier release makes it easier to implement the distribution in a data center.